We're here in the city of Chofu in Tokyo, about a 15-minute express train ride from Shinjuku. Now Chofu is host to some of the events of the Summer Olympics and Paralympics taking place here in the capital. So then, we're taking inspiration from the world-class athletes competing here in the city to engage in a sporting endeavour of our own. Who's up for a mini marathon around Chofu? Let's go. The start point for our jogging course around Chofu is the historic Koshu-kaido. The road is easily accessible, just a short walk north from Chofu Station. On the way to the Koshu-kaido, we passed through some of the city's vibrant shopping and entertainment district. With our mini marathon to start though, we would have to explore this area another time. Today, it's a modern and busy thoroughfare, but the Koshu-kaido used to be one of the Go-kaido, the 5 major highways that connected the capital of Japan with the country's outer provinces during the Edo period. Influential figures from Japanese history have walked this road, and it feels cool to follow in their footsteps. I wonder if we'll be remembered among them. One influential figure that came by this way was Kondo Isami, who was born here in Chofu. Kondo Isami was the commander of the Shinsengumi, a band of tough samurai charged with protecting the interests of the ruling shogunate in the mid-19th century. A statue of Isami stands near the entrance to Saiko-ji. Apparently, Isami was welcomed into a private house here in front of the temple. The commander is said to have stopped here for a brief rest on his way to the battlefront in Kofu, Yamanashi Prefecture. It's certainly a peaceful place, and during our time of visiting, the temple's lotus flowers were in bloom. These flowers only bloom for a few days each year, so we were lucky to see them. Okay, so I'm leaving Saiko-ji Temple and we're heading back to the Koshu-kaido, which is I think a couple of blocks this way. From there, we're going to keep pressing on towards Tokyo Stadium. So, back to the Koshu-kaido, this way. Let's get jogging. After rejoining the Koshu-kaido, near Tokyo Stadium, you can see this marker, indicating one of the turning points of the marathon race held in Chofu during the Summer Olympics of 1964. Seeing this inspires me to keep going. Alright, so we're just stopping for a break here. We've got Tokyo Stadium behind me there, and then if I come around this way, you can see the Musashino Forest Sports Plaza behind me there. Even if you're not here for the sports, these facilities are really impressive to look at from the outside. Tokyo Stadium has a capacity of around 50,000 and is used by J-League soccer team FC Tokyo for their home games. During the 2020 Summer Games, the stadium hosted soccer, modern pentathlon and rugby sevens events. Nearby, the Musashino Forest Sports Plaza was also used for events during the Olympics and Paralympics. If you don't fancy running here from Chofu Station, this area can be accessed by a short walk from Botanical Station. Alright, break time's over, I'm afraid, guys. It's time to get on to the next spot, which is a beautiful riverside area, somewhere over in that direction, I think. So let's get to it. If you really want to get away from the hustle and bustle of Tokyo, but still be in Tokyo, the Nogawa River area is a beautiful spot. It's so calm and peaceful here. And the riverside or its walkways make for some pleasant jogging. From this section of the Nogawa River, it's not far to Jindai Botanical Gardens. Jindai Shokubutsu Koen Dori makes for a nice route between the two sections of the gardens. Following Jindai Shokubutsu Koen Dori leads to Ju Hiroba Park. Now, apparently from this park, you can see Tokyo Skytree on a clear day. And in season, the autumn leaves are pretty spectacular. Okay, so we're nearing the end of our mini marathon. From here, we're heading south towards the Jindaiji temple area, and then from there onto the finish line, so to speak. So come on, sprint finish, we're almost there, and there's a hot spring waiting for us at the end. Let's go. Okay, so we've reached the end of our mini marathon. It was really nice actually, that final section, running along those narrow lanes around the Jindaiji area. But it's even nicer to reach the finish line, so to speak, here at this natural hot spring in Chofu, Yumori no Sato. Let's go in and take a well-earned soak. Yumori no Sato was the first hot spring to be discovered in Chofu. The onsen's soothing retro vibe makes it feel like you're back in an early Showa era inn, and it offers a variety of baths to soak in. That bath felt fantastic and quite well deserved, even if I do say so myself after our mini marathon around Chofu. It has left me feeling a bit thirsty though, so I've got myself some onsen original Yumori cider. It's a soft drink. Let's give it a try. Wow, that's really nice, really hits the spot. So today I think it's been a really fun day. At street level, running around the city, you really get a good sense for local life, the local sounds, the local atmosphere. It's a really great way to take in Chofu. And you also get to take in the contrast that the city has to offer as well. So from somewhere like the big modern architecture of Tokyo Stadium through to somewhere serene and quiet like Saiko-ji temple. These really interesting contrasts that you can find all around this city, in fact. We also found some really nice jogging routes as well, quiet pathways surrounded by green, really peaceful, really nice, great running in fact. Anyway, whatever the inspiration behind taking a jog or a mini marathon around Chofu like this, it's been a great way to see the city, lots of fun, and I feel really good for having done it.